let's get on into it, guys. So for this video, I have a family-friendly scary movies to watch for this Halloween. Now, all these movies are gonna be either Disney Channel, Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon, or really nice kids scary movies type shows. I really enjoyed all of these shows growing up. I still watch some of them now. So I really hope you guys enjoy this video. If you do enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and comment down below what your favorite childhood scary movie is. Because I would love to check that out, and I want to see if we have the same favorite scary movies that we watched as a kid. So let's get on into the video. So before we get on into the video, we have to light our scary, spooky vampire blood candle, right? Let's light our candle. Let's get into our spooky mood. Oh, scared me a little bit, got it. Let's get on into it, guys. All right, so for my feel-good Halloween movie list, we have our #1 top pick, Casper. Now, Casper is my favorite Halloween movie. I love Casper so much. I loved it growing up. I still love it just as much now. I watch it every Halloween. Now, this is about Casper, who is a kind young ghost who peacefully haunts a mansion in Maine. When specialist James Harvey arrives to communicate with Casper and his fellow spirits, he brings along his teenage daughter, Kat. Casper quickly falls in love with Kat, but their budding relationship is complicated not only by his transparent state, but also by his troublemaking apparition uncles and their mischievous antics. So I really love Casper the Friendly Ghost. This is literally my favorite Halloween movie. It is so good. It gets you in the spooky spirit, but it's not scary at all. You can watch it if you're a kid, you can watch it if you're an adult. It never grows old. It's the best. Literally, it is the best. Watch Casper the Friendly Ghost. Oh, and the girl who plays Kat in the movie is literally the girl who plays the daughter in the Addams Family. I just found that out now, and I was just like, what? And I was just like, of course. It does look like her. I was like, of course. My absolute favorite Halloween movie after Casper has to be Halloween Town. I love Halloween Town. Literally, I watch Casper and Halloween Town every single year during Halloween. It is so good. I love Halloween Town. It is just amazing. Disney Channel did such a great job with Halloween Town, and I just want to go to Halloween Town. You know what I mean? I just want to go there. It is amazing. I love it. It is so good. I really hope you've seen a movie. I've heard some people have not seen a movie, which actually shocks me because I feel like that is just a rite of passage. I feel like we all watched it when we were younger, but if you haven't watched it, it is okay. It is on Disney Plus, and I'm pretty sure they're going to be playing it this Halloween as well because they play it every year. It's amazing. Watch Halloween Town. Watch Halloween Town 1, 2, and 3, okay? Is there a 4th one? I don't remember, but if there is, watch that too. I think the last one is the one where it's a different main character, but she's in college or whatever. It's still a good movie, but it's not as good as the other ones, okay? It's not as good as the ones from before, but they're really good. Halloween Town 1 and 2 are amazing. So Halloween Town is about Marnie, the main character, and her brother and sister, and how they follow their grandma back to Halloween Town, and they find out that they come from a family of witches. Now, the town is the only place where supernatural beings can lead a normal life, but trouble is looming. And on her 13th birthday, Marnie not only finds she is a witch, but that she and her family are involved in a fight against the evil that is threatening to take over the world. So please go watch that movie if you haven't already. It is my favorite Halloween movie. Go check it out. I love it. Halloween Town. So the next movie I have for you guys is The Nightmare Before Christmas. Now, who doesn't know The Nightmare Before Christmas? If you don't know it, you're living under a rock, okay? This is literally one of my favorite Halloween movies to watch every year. It is a cartoon movie. It's the Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas. Literally, I have the Nightmare Before Christmas mug right next to me right now. This is a Nightmare Before Christmas. It has a little doggy right here, a little pumpkin on his nose, and it says, "Aren't you scared yet?" And every day is Halloween with Jack on the back. So this is really good. I really love The Nightmare Before Christmas. If you don't know what it's about, which I'm pretty sure you do, so I don't even think I need to say it, but I'll say it just in case if you don't. The film follows the misadventures of Jack Skellington, Halloween Town's beloved Pumpkin King, who has become bored with the same annual routine of frightening people in the real world. When Jack accidentally stumbles on Christmas Town, all bright colors and warm spirits, he gets a new lease on life. He plots to bring Christmas under his control by kidnapping Santa Claus and taking over the role. But Jack soon discovers even the best laid plans of mice and skeletons, men can go seriously awry. It is so good. I know you've seen Nightmare Before Christmas. It's amazing. I love it. If you haven't, go watch it. Okay, seriously, go watch it. It's really good. The movie I want to recommend to you guys is Hocus Pocus. Now, you may or may not have seen this movie. I remember watching it when I was a little kid, but not enough to actually remember anything about it because I watched it again not too long ago, and it's actually a really good movie. Like, I really enjoyed it. It is so good. The little cat is so cute and funny and adorable. I love the cat, which is literally a person. Oh, I'm sorry, did I just ruin it for you guys? No, I didn't. I'm pretty sure you've seen the Hocus Pocus. If you didn't, it's not gonna ruin it for you. Okay, so this movie is basically about, after moving to Salem, mass teenager Max Dennison explores an abandoned house with his sister Danny and their new friend Allison. After dismissing a story Allison tells is superstitious, Max accidentally frees a coven of evil witches who used to live in the house. Now, with the help of a magical cat, the kids must steal the witch's book of spells to stop them from becoming immortal. Now, this is a really good movie. I definitely recommend for you guys to watch it. It is so good. Give me 1 second. I'm talking too much. I need to drink some water. And it has Bette Midler in it and Sarah Jessica Parker. It is so good. Definitely go watch it. Now, the 5th movie I wanted to mention is Coraline. Coraline is amazing. I remember it used to be one of my favorite movies when I was younger. I really love Coraline. It is so good. It is a cartoon scary movie based on kids, but not gonna lie, it could probably scare you if you're a bit older as well. You never know. It is a really good movie. I remember it used to scare me. That's what I don't understand though. I remember I was scared watching this movie, but it somehow ended up being one of my favorite movies, and I don't like scary movies, so I watched it and I was scared, and I still love this movie. So that's how you know a movie is so good. So basically, Coraline is about, while exploring her new home, a girl named Coraline discovers a secret door which lies in an alternate world that closely mirrors her own, but in many ways is better. She rejoices in her discovery until other mother, and the rest of her parallel family try to keep her there forever. Coraline must use all her resources and bravery to make it back to her family and life. Now, this is on Hulu right now. I definitely recommend that you guys go watch Coraline. It is so good. I love it. It's one of my favorite movies. Now, the 6th movie I want to recommend to you guys is called Monster House. Now, this is also a cartoon movie. It is so good. And this, I believe, used to play on like Cartoon Network, or maybe it was Nickelodeon. But I used to really like this movie. It's a great story. And basically it's about none of the adults believing these 3 kids and their assertion that a neighboring residence is a living creature that means them harm. With Halloween approaching, the trio must find a way to destroy the structure before innocent trick-or-treaters meet ghastly ends. Now, this is a really good movie. When you find out like what it is at the end, you're like, oh. But it is so good. I definitely recommend for you guys to watch it. I really love Monster House. It is a great non-scary scary movie to watch for this Halloween. So if you're not into scary movies, or you like cartoon movies from like when you're younger that brings you like nostalgia, then this is it for you. And it's also currently on Hulu right now as well. Now, the 7th movie I want to recommend to you guys is Edward Scissorhands. Now, this is a really good movie. It has Johnny Depp in it and Winona Ryder. Sorry, and Winona Ryder, and it is so good. I really love Edward Scissorhands. It's a great movie to watch for Halloween. It is a non-scary, scary type spooky film. It's definitely really easy to watch, so if you're the type of person who don't like scary movies, this is definitely for you. It has a great story behind it. Edward Scissorhands is a really good movie. He's basically a guy who the scientist like makes him, but he dies before he can finish him, and he has scissors for hands. And basically, you know, he looks different than everybody else, and there's this saleswoman named Peg who always is like knocking at everybody's door trying to have them buy whatever product she's selling. And she just finds Edward and decides to take him home. Now, Edward like soon falls in love with the sales lady's daughter, and they develop a really cute, sweet relationship. And Peg basically has Edward working as like a hairstylist, and he's cutting people's hair with like his scissor hands, and it's so cute, and it's a really good movie. But it's really sad how Edward, you know, it's really sad at the end. I don't want to ruin it, but it's really sad. I wish it could end differently, but it's a really good movie. It's also by Tim Burton. Go check it out if you haven't already. It's a really good movie to watch for this Halloween. Now the next movie I want to recommend to you guys is The Addams Family, which I'm sure you heard of and seen it already, but if you haven't, please go watch it because it is so good. And it is about when a man claiming to be Fester, the missing brother of Gomez Addams, arrives at the Addams home. The family is thrilled. However, Morticia begins to suspect the man is a fraud since he cannot recall details of Fester's life. With the help of lawyer Tully Alford, Fester manages to get the Addams clan evicted from their home. Gomez realizes the two men are conspiring to swindle the Addams fortune, and then he must challenge Fester. It's a really good movie. There is the first movie and the second movie. I like the first movie more, but the second movie is good as well. As I said at the beginning of the video, the girl who plays the daughter in this movie is also the girl who plays Kat in Casper, and it's just a really good movie. It is so different. It's a really great idea. Who came up with this movie actually? I don't know, it only lists the director, but it is so good. You guys definitely have to watch it. It's a really good movie and it's perfect for Halloween. It's not scary, but it has that perfect spooky vibe. For those who don't like scary movies, this is it for you. Now the next movie I want to recommend to you guys is called The Haunted Mansion. Now this has Eddie Murphy playing in it. He is the main character. Him and his wife are realtors. And they basically go to a house that they get an invitation for, and they want to try to sell the house, so they go to the owner and basically try to convince him to sell his house. It's a really good movie. I don't know whether Disney still has the ride at Disney World, but I remember when I was little and I used to go to Disney World a lot, they had the ride and I really loved it. It is so good. It's a great movie. Eddie Murphy does a great job in it. The storyline is amazing. I remember being little and thinking like, this is such a good movie, great storyline, great characters, great actors, and they put this on Disney Channel and it's just a movie like for kids. It is so good. It's one of the best movies you'll watch for Halloween. It's funny, it's happy, it's sad, it's exciting. It is so good. So basically it's about a workaholic real estate agent, Jim Evers, is accused by his wife Sarah of neglecting his son and daughter. So he takes the family on a vacation. Along the way, the family stops off at a sinister mansion that Jim has been asked to sell, only to discover it's haunted by Master Gracie, his stern butler Ramsley, and two other servants who need some help breaking a curse. I don't want to say too much about this movie because I don't want to spoil it for you guys, but it is so good and there are singing ghosts, okay? It's really good. I really hope you guys check this movie out because if you haven't seen it already, go watch it. It is so good. And it's currently on Disney Plus right now as well. Now the next movie I want to recommend to you guys is called The Tower of Terror. Disney also has that ride up right now. And I remember going on this ride when I was a kid. I went with my mom and dad, and I would never go back on that ride ever again, okay? Because it goes all the way up, like literally it's just like the movie. You go all the way up and then it just goes straight down and you drop, and oh my goodness. I remember my mom almost lost her glasses. Like, it just goes down so fast. I remember just holding on so tight because I did not, like, you feel like you're falling. Like, it is so, it's actually a really good ride if you love those type of thrills. It's just, I would never go on that again. But it's a really good ride. And the movie is so good. I remember watching a movie when I was a little kid. Disney doesn't play it as much as they did anymore, but it is so good. It's such a good movie and I wish they still played it. I don't know if it's on the Disney Plus app, but I hope they put it on because I haven't seen anything about it being on the Disney Plus app yet. But it is so good. It's one of those really old movies, and it is about a journalist and helpers who investigate a 1939 mystery in which 5 people vanish from a hotel elevator on Halloween. So basically, these people go up this elevator to a party, but they never end up making it because the elevator crashes and they die and they become ghosts basically. And these people come to investigate it later on in life, and they basically have to help these ghosts get to their party that they missed. And that's how they basically, you know, go up to the afterlife and stuff. But it is such a good movie. I'm pretty sure I saw it on YouTube not too long ago. So if you look up The Tower of Terror on YouTube, I'm pretty sure it pops up. But I think it's one of those movies with like, it's a small screen and the rest is just like whatever. But you can still watch the movie. So it's really good. I definitely recommend it for you guys to watch. So go check it out. However you can watch it, okay? Now the next movie I want to recommend to you guys is Twitches. Now, if you have seen Twitches, you already know it's amazing. If you haven't, go watch it, okay? But it is so good. I remember loving it when it first came out when I was a kid. I love Twitches 1, I love Twitches 2. The first one is better than the second one, but it's still a really good movie. Twitches is basically about reunited on their 21st birthday, twin sisters use their magic powers to save their kingdom from the forces of darkness. It's starring Tia and Tamera Mowry, and they are really phenomenal in this movie. It's one of the best movies to watch for Halloween. It's one of the best Halloween kids movies to watch. It is not scary at all, but if you're a kid, it might be scary, honestly, but it is really good. I really love this movie. I enjoy it. And just remember, love is everything. Love is the power. Love is light. Love is all. Love conquers all. Love is the key. But it is such a good movie. I definitely recommend it for you guys to watch, and it's currently on Disney Plus right now as well. Okay, so the next movie I have for you guys is Mom's Got a Date with a Vampire. Now this is a really old movie, but it's really good. It is about the Hanson kids who have a major social engagement plan, but all have been grounded. So they are delighted when their mom gets a date, enabling them to sneak out unnoticed. However, the delight is short-lived when Brother Taylor suspects her new boyfriend is a bloodsucker. So that's what this movie's about, and it's a really good movie. It's really funny. It's really great. You guys will really enjoy it. So the next movie I have for you guys is My Babysitter's a Vampire. Now this didn't come out super long ago, but it is a pretty old movie. But it's really good. I really like it. It has Vanessa Morgan in it, and she plays, what's the girl's name? Tony. She plays Tony in Riverdale, and it's a really good movie. And it is about a geeky teen, Ethan Morgan, who has a hot babysitter, which most teenage boys would think is a good thing. The only problem is that Ethan's babysitter, Sarah, is half vampire. Sarah drags Ethan and his pals, Benny and Rory, who was recently turned into a vampire himself, into a world of supernatural battles against creatures from their nightmares in order to save their town from vampires. Sarah hopes to one day become human again so she can save her soul, and so she can spend less time protecting the geeky trio. But it's a really good movie, and it's really funny, and I really enjoy it. It really does give you that Disney feel. Was this from Disney or was it Nickelodeon? I really don't even remember, but it's really good. It's currently on Netflix right now, so if you want to go watch it, please go check it out. It is perfect for Halloween, and it gives you that perfect spooky vibes without actually getting too scary. And it is a bit cheesy, so you might be wary about that, you know what I mean? Like if you don't like cheesy stuff, then it is a bit cheesy, so it's that kind of movie, but it's a good movie nonetheless. Now the next movie I have for you guys is a movie that I really loved when it first came out. I really loved it. It's called The Boy Who Cried Werewolf. Now it has Victoria Justice in it, and I really loved it. It is about the Sands family, David and his two children, Hunter and Jordan. After falling on hard economic times, the Sands find out that their long-lost relative, Dragmar Dumakov, has willed them into a mansion in Wolfsburg, Romania. Naturally, they hop on a plane to check out their new home, Wolfsburg Manor, an ancient Gothic castle lorded over by the mysterious Madame Vorlock. And it's really cute, it's really great, definitely check it out. It's perfect, gives you that spooky vibes, it's great for Halloween, and it's not too scary. Now the next movie I have for you guys, if you haven't seen it already, please go watch it because it's really good. It is Scooby-Doo the movie. Now this movie used to scare me, still kind of does a little bit, because like it's really good, but it is kind of creepy, like with the whole like, you know, invasion of the body snatchers type of thing, you know what I mean? Like, it is so good, but it's really creepy. But it's basically about, like, after 2 years of the crew being separated and, like, broken up, they come back together to meet on this island. And the island is, like, a haunted island. And they basically have to solve the mystery of who is taking these souls out of the island, you know, like who's taking the souls out of the people's bodies on the island, why it's happening and who's doing it, and how to even get their own souls back because they even lose some of their souls as well. So it's a really good movie. I definitely recommend for you guys to check it out. Kind of creepy, but also really good. I really love it. Go watch it. Alright, so the next movie I have for you guys is Scary Godmother. Now, this is about the whimsical, all-ages story that follows the first trick-or-treating adventure of Hannah Marie, a young girl's whose rotten older cousin is babysitting her for one dark Halloween. Unhappy to be saddled with Hannah, her cousin cooks up a scheme to frighten her. Now, it's a really good movie. It's a cartoon. I really suggest you guys go check it out. It is so good. It's based off of the book series, Scary Godmother. If you read those books when you were younger, then definitely come check it out because it's really good. Now, the next movie I have for you guys is one of my favorites. It's Mostly Ghostly, and I really love this. R.L. Stine's Mostly Ghostly is really good. I love this movie. It has Madison Patis in it. Like, she is the best. Like, when she was younger, how she was in all these movies, The Game Plan, this movie, everything. She's literally the best, okay? I love this movie movie so much. And it also has the dad who plays Alex's dad in which the Waverly Place. He plays the dad in this movie as well. It is a really good movie. He's basically a magician who's trying to help out the ghost who's living in his basements because their parents are dead. They don't know where their parents are. They need to move on to the next life. And it is just such a good movie. I definitely recommend for you guys to check it out. It is so good. Watch it. Now the next movie I have for you guys is The Little Vampire. Now this is about a boy after he moves to Scotland with his parents. He struggles to make friends at his new school, but he is bullied and picked on by the other boys and has little hope of overcoming his miserable new life. Then he meets Rudolph, a kid vampire with whom Tony becomes very close. But when Rudolph's life and the future of the vampire race are threatened by a ruthless vampire hunter, Tony must find the courage to save his best friend. Now, if you remember the little boy from Stuart Little, this little boy also plays in this movie, The Little Vampire, and he does such a good job in it. It is such a good movie. I really hope you guys check it out because I remember watching it when I was younger and I really love this movie. And they don't play, like, I wish Disney would play all the old movies again, but they don't. Maybe it's on Disney Plus. I'm not quite sure. But My Little Vampire is a really good movie. Please go check it out. It is so good. Now the next movie I have is a really old one, really old throwback, and it's called Don't Look Under the Bed. Now, this is a horror slash fantasy movie, and it is a spooky tale about a no-nonsense teenager who refuses to believe in the supernatural until she is confronted with the boogeyman under her bed. When somebody starts to play destructive pranks in her neighborhood, the girl is framed as the culprit. But when she realizes that the root of her problem is the real boogeyman, she is forced to change her mind about the paranormal. Now this movie literally came out in 1999, but it is such a good movie. It is currently streaming on Disney Plus right now. Now the last movie I have for you guys is Goosebumps. So you probably already seen Goosebumps already, but if you haven't, I'm pretty sure you read the book. And if you haven't read the books, then what are you doing? You need to get on it. But they just recreated Goosebumps not too long ago, but I like the original films better. Now, Goosebumps is about an upset about moving from the big city to a small town. Young Zach Cooper finds a silver lining when he meets his beautiful neighbor, Hannah. The teen is surprised to learn that Hannah's mysterious father is R.L. Stine, the famous author of the best-selling Goosebumps series. When Zach accidentally unleashes the monsters from the Fantastic Tales, it's up to Stine, his daughter, and Cooper to return the beasts back to the books where they belong. Wow, I did not even realize that this movie, Goosebumps, the father is R.L. Stine, and literally Mostly Ghostly is written by R.L. Stine as well. Like, what? I just realized that now while reading it. But it is such a good movie. It is on Amazon Prime right now. Go check it out if you haven't seen it yet. It's really good. Alright, so that is all for my feel-good, family-friendly, scary movies for this Halloween. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you did enjoy this video, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe, and comment down below what your favorite childhood scary movie is. I'll see you guys next week with another video. Bye!